What is going on, guys? Neo here, bringing you another Call of Duty Black Ops 2 multiplayer gameplay. This time I am playing on slums, still domination though, and I am actually using the QBB LSW. I think I put out half a gameplay with this once, but here's an actual full gameplay this time. I'm rocking primary gunfighter on it. I got grip, quick draw, and laser sights. My perks are flak jacket, toughness, and dexterity, I believe. And I don't have any backup weapon. And my grenades, I have a Semtex, and then I also have concussion. And my kill streaks, you can see on the right, are UAV, Hellstorm, and Orbital VSAT. Now this game isn't spectacular by any means, but it is pretty good. The final score is good, and I go on a really big kill streak. Well, not really big, but a pretty decent kill streak about halfway through. Actually, it was more near the end, but that's where I get the majority of my kills, believe it or not. Anyway, in this video today, I want to talk to you guys about the light machine guns, or LMGs, in general. In this game, they are very underrated, I feel. Not many people use them, not many people talk about them. I haven't seen any commentator post a gameplay with them. Granted, I don't, watch a lot of commentators for Black Ops 2. That is the only one that I mainly watch is XCal. And he just uses some machine guns and stuff. I mean, he's dominant. He's one of the best players who's ever played it. But, he's not really an LMG kind of guy. So, all the LMGs in the previous Call of Duties have been kind of decent. In Modern Warfare 3, however, they were really bad because they had damage drop-off. In the previous Call of Duties, I'm not 100% sure for Black Ops 2, or Black Ops 1 rather. Actually, I don't really know for this game either, but in Modern Warfare 3, I know for a fact. I think. I really hope this is right. But LMGs did have damage drop-off. In previous Call of Duties, they did not. So what I mean by that is, if an LMG was a two-hit kill, like let's say in Modern Warfare 2, for example, with stopping power, the RPD was a two-hit kill anywhere. Now, in Modern Warfare 3, if you're shooting at a guy with the RPD, and let's just say that you had stopping power in Modern Warfare 3, even though you don't, it would be like a 4-hit kill from really long distance. Maybe, 3 would probably be, more correct, but this is just hypothetical. In Modern Warfare 2, no matter what, no matter where you hit him, no matter how far away he was, it was a 2-hit kill. And as I said before, in Modern Warfare 3, that was not the case. So they were really bad in Modern Warfare 3, and almost nobody used them. I tried to use them, but I just couldn't find the hang of it. I just couldn't find the drive to use them. So in Black Ops 2, I started out using shotguns, and as you know, I have them diamond camo. So I'm pretty much done with using shotguns, I guess. As I said before, I'll use them now and again, but I wanted, to work on something else. And so I decided to try out LMGs. And this LMG, the QBB LSW, is one of the best weapons. Not only LMGs, but it is one of the best weapons in the game. Everybody likes using the LSAT, I think, which is like the third LMG, which is pretty good. But the QBB is just so dominant. I don't think anybody realizes that, though. I've seen a couple people using it, and I've seen one guy had it gold, but I just won. Basically, this is a really high damaging with a large clip size and a really fast fire rate. It's basically an assault rifle with those three characteristics, and it is just so good. It shoots so fast that you can probably classify it as fast as an SMG. Obviously not as fast like the Scorpion, for example, but it shoots really fast. I don't know if they patched it or not, because in that latest patch where they nerfed some machine guns, I kind of feel that it shot faster before, but either way, it shoots really fast, and with grip, it has almost no recoil. Quick draw, I believe, is an essential, because, I don't know, I feel that it just, when you aim down sight, it goes really slowly. Even with quick draw, I feel like it's kind of, you aim down sight with it pretty slowly. And I'm using laser sight just because I wanted to try it out this game. And laser sight and dexterity, this is a really good combo for this gun because it shoots so fast. And with laser sight, it has a really small God, that was a terrible nade. It has a really small crosshair. So you can use this at close range, which is why I don't have a backup. Now, this is just talking about the QBB. Talking about the other LMGs, like for example the LSAT and the MK48, which is the first one. I really like those two LMGs as well because I feel that those are core LMGs. Those are the LMGs that everybody knows, you know, a really large clip size with really low mobility and high damage and like a slow fire rate. And those two have those. I think the LSAT has a pretty fast fire rate, but I know that the MK48 has a pretty slow one. So on those weapons, I do recommend using a backup weapon just because they aren't really good at close range, you know, and because the MK48 shoots so slow, it's really not that useful at close range. I have not tried laser sight on those ones, however, so maybe when I get more experience using those ones, I can give you a more informative opinion. However, with those, I would definitely recommend using grip and quick draw, I think. If you don't like quick draw or grip, if you feel it doesn't need grip, then use FMJ probably. And maybe, like I said before, experiment with laser sight. All I know is that this setup for the QBB is just unstoppable. It is so good, and I really like how the laser sight is actually on top of the weapon. I just think that's pretty cool. And here's this kill streak that I go on. As you can see, close range, it's really good. I keep saying really good, but I just sprayed just like I would with an SMG. I don't have to worry about losing ammo because I mean it has a 75 clip size, which is really big, at least compared to the other weapons, and it is just so good at close range. I love the iron sights, so I don't think there's any need for a sight on it. But you know, with this whole Pig 10 setup, you know, you can always use, you know, you can use whatever you want. You can use primary gunfighter. It doesn't need a secondary, so I don't recommend using one at all, unless of course you want to get them diamond or something. I don't know. But this Pick 10 setup is great. As you can see, I just got a Ruthless right there, which is a 15 kill streak. And yeah, it's pretty good. Really enjoying this weapon. Now, the only LMG that I have not talked about is the hammer. And the hammer is really unique in the fact that it's not like any of the other LMGs. And you know, it's kind of redundant saying it's unique and it's not like any of the other LMGs. But still, when you first start out shooting it, it shoots really fast. However, as you, about 3 seconds after you start firing, it starts to slow down. Maybe like even a second or 2 seconds after you start firing, it starts to slow down and it drops its fire rate so it can be more accurate at long range. This is a really cool characteristic and I like what they did with it. So if you don't really know what I'm saying, when you start shooting, it'll shoot really fast. So it can be deadly at close range. That's why I do actually recommend laser sight for that weapon, because it can be really deadly at close range at first, but then if you want to kill a guy long range, the fire rate, when you first start out firing, the fire rate is too fast, so the recoil bounces all over the place. But as you progress through the clip, like a second or two after you start firing, it slows down and becomes way more accurate. So it can be really good. I just can't really use it. I don't like using it. Not to say it's a bad gun, but personally, I just don't like using it. I much rather prefer this QBB. I think it's the best LMG and one of the best weapons in the game. So for the hammer, I would recommend probably just grip and laser sight. If you wanted quick draw, I think you don't really need quick draw on that, but as I said before, if you want to use quick draw or a sight or whatever, then you can. I have seen people just use the silencer and like a reflex sight. I've seen people do that, and I've seen them do really well. A guy had a gold hammer, and that's all he was using on it. He killed me a couple times, so you can try that out. But what I want, like, main tips when just using all LMGs is try not to rush, especially with the MK48 and the LSAT and probably the hammer. Try not to rush. With this QBB, however, you can probably rush if you really wanted to. You can put on lightweighting, you just put on the laser sight and dexterity and extreme conditioning, and you can probably do really good. You can like just do work actually. But yeah, I think that's all I have time for. If you guys want more LMG talk or any other gun class talk, I'll do it. Unfortunately, as I said before, I'm out of time, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.
Way to take it to him. Good win.